Just talk about how hard this is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes it's really hard.
So we are in Clare Castle to start the Mid Clare Way. It's about 150k roughly, and it's going to take us about a week, and it's taken us all day and many buses to get here, so we should probably go and find somewhere to stay.
So far not off to an amazing start, but you know, anyway. It's road. Can't mind it. So at least we didn't pick a bad day to be back out here. What a sunset. So the Mid Clare Way is a loop with a little tail, and this is where the loop tail bit joins with the thingy, and we're going to walk down the tail and then back up the tail tomorrow morning and along the rest of the loop. I think it's the busiest Elvis we've ever seen. Well, no, it's many images yet, but this one. Cool.
Oh, this ground is hard.
Ta-da! So, it's the end of our first day. We walked from Castle Clare to the woods outside of Mearachán Fergus. Tomorrow we're going to walk into Mearachán Fergus and get ourselves a coffee. That's going to be pretty sweet. Then we are going to walk back out this way, past this spot again, which is going to be cool, and up towards Quinn, where we're going to have another coffee, which is also going to be great. Then I have no idea, but it should be nice. Today was pretty okay. I guess there was a lot of road, but the sunset was great and the scenery is quite nice. So, and we found a pretty okay forest to put our tent up in. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yep. That's that. Good night.
So we are in Mearachán Fergus, which is the town at the bottom of the little limb off of the Mid Clare Way. So we've reached the only point where we're going to have to turn around and walk back again. And on maps and stuff, this is kind of marked as the start-finish point, but being a loop, you can kind of do it anywhere. Anyway, we just had great coffee and food in the cafe behind me for a couple of hours. So now we'll walk back up the limb to join the main loop and head towards Quinn, which has an old abbey and stuff. So we're back at the split that we were at yesterday evening. Mearachán Fergus is back that way, Clare Castle is that way, and Quinn is this way. So we're going to be heading this way now into Quinn. So we're in Quinn. So there's a beautiful abbey over there. We are sitting outside of the pub / B&B we're going to stay in this evening. The trail has so far been nice and relaxed. We're not doing too hard a push yesterday or today because we're just kind of getting back into the swing of this, and I don't know, just felt right not to rush this section. But the trail's been nice. It is a lot of road, like a lot of road. So we're just leaving the Franciscan Friary of Quinn, which it was pretty cool. Like some really well preserved things etched into stone.
Plaques?
Hmm?
Maybe? Plaques?
Oh yeah, the plaques and stuff. Yeah, but even
Carvings.
just the stonework itself on like the building and stuff was really cool. And I guess one of the more accessible, beautiful monasteries / friaries that we've seen. Or you know what else I had to say? Just wanted to say that I liked it. It was originally a Norman castle, I think, and then was taken over by the Franciscans and turned into a Franciscan friary, and then whatever King of England it was decided that he was going to be his own religion, came and told them to stop doing that.
Henry VIII.
King Henry VIII. And then King Henry VIII came and was like, I'm my own religion now, out you get. But thankfully not all the monks from there were slaughtered like the usual ones. Some of them got to live on. I guess they were more peaceful. Now it's raining, so time to stop filming.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, good morning. It is
It's our third day of the Mid Clare Way. We're in a town called Quinn. We stayed in a B&B over there, which was pretty good, although we slept badly and there was no hot water. So the two reasons that we go to B&Bs.
yeah.
But you know, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's just get walking. There's an old Elvis underneath this Elvis,
Oh.
pointing us left.
Huh.
It's kind of a pity that road looks nicer than this one.
Oh.
Yep. Hi. So this is like I think about 30 something kilometers of walking. This is our second off-road section ever. And our first off-road section was like maybe 700 meters, and I think this one's only 300 meters. I get the sense that this trail used to be a lot more like this, a lot more kind of off-road and nice.
What?
You can hear that, right? Anyway, so I really get the sense that this trail used to be a lot more off-road. And in fact on the large overview maps that we see, the trail is different to the maps that we've got, and to where the Elvises show us to go. I think just over the 27 years this trail has been a thing, it's just kind of, the motorway got built here and I think that changed a lot of it, and landowners changed hands and so on. So far it's not been a super inspiring trail, but you know, there's only 100 more kilometers to go. So there's this Elvis points kind of, it now points forward, but it's planted on top of an old Elvis that pointed kind of in this way. And there's a style here, so it used to go off-road here and doesn't anymore, and it's just sort of, I mean this road is okay, this is like really farmy back road, whatever. It's just sort of disappointing that we've walked a ton already and it's all just been road. I don't know, maybe it's because we took a bit of a break for a while, and like we wanted to come back with like a big tour de force, kind of like let's do a great, like, maybe it'll get better.
So we're onto a new map. We're coming up on Ballinruin, which means that we have some forestry, and for the first time it actually kind of feels like we're remote from Clare Castle to Newmarket-on-Fergus to Quinn to pretty much 10 minutes ago. While we were like walking on very, very quiet country roads, there's always housing, so you never actually felt like you were on a trail or like away from people, because you'd round a corner and there's another paddling pool and another dog or whatever. So it's nice to finally be able to stand here and not see a house, and even though we're still on road, kind of feel like we're at least alone. So I guess that's nice.
Surprise view. Didn't even notice we were going uphill.
Really? I noticed. What should be a small peak. I think it's only 270 something meters, but we've got such an amazing view of everywhere around, and it's really nice because we don't often take diversions to like actually summit the mountains that we're walking on. Normally we're like 10 or 20 meters below the summit and don't bother to go off track for a bit. So it was really great because the view is like absolutely amazing. It's really cool. We've just come across the possible connection between the Mid Clare Way and the East Clare Way, which is cool to see. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, we'll be doing that one sometime in the future. And the last the last quarter of walking of today has been really nice, just been through forests and such, so that's definitely a vast improvement on all the road. Doesn't make up for it, but it's great to have some nice soft ground. Yeah, that's it.
So we would have a really nice view here if we didn't happen to be inside of a cloud. Yeah, we woke up at 5 this morning inside of a cloud. So yeah, don't know what we're going to do tonight. Unfortunately our tent got a little wet, like the inside of the tent, not just the rain cover, which I'm not an enormous fan of. So it's meant to kind of rain like this all day, but who knows, maybe it'll dry off. So it's 2 days later. It's 2 nights later. It's hard to believe this is the same country as the day before yesterday. So we took a rest day. We went to Carriffin. There's a campsite there, very nice campsite. Thank you, Marie, who runs the very nice campsite in Carriffin that you should check out. We're actually going to be back here some other day on the Mearachán Way, The Burren Way kind of goes this way in, and we are going this way out. Carfin's a little bit off the trail. It's about 3 or 4 kilometers off the trail for us, so it's not a huge deal. But we were exhausted the other day. We collapsed into Carfin. We pretty much crawled the last kilometre. She was in first gear. We pretty much crawled the last kilometre into Carfin and died at the campsite, and then there was a day of rest, and then we were reborn this morning as capable walkers. So today we're going to walk to Dysart Castle, and then from Dysart Castle to Connolly and camp on the far side of Connolly, hopefully. Dysart Castle should be fun. Hopefully this section of walking is a better section than the bit that we've already done. This particular walk has been 90% road. The few minutes when it's been off-road have been really, really, really good, but the only memory I have of this so far is road. So I really hope it gets better from here. And it's sunny, so at least we'll get burned like usual. That should be nice.
Yes.
Where are we?
We're at Dysart Castle and Ruin Church. Round Tower. High Cross, cool place.
How old is it?
I don't know.
The High Cross is from about 1200, and the monastery was probably from around then too, and then rebuilt in the 1600s or so.
Do you want me to say that?
Yes.
The High Cross is from about the 1200s, and so is the monastery, but was rebuilt in about the 1600s.
And is it cool?
Yes. It is cool.
So we barely have enough money to buy a new pair of shoes, so what we've done instead is resold them with a very bespoke, organic kind of a resoling method, and what it's called is putting your foot in a bunch of tar and just attaching the tar to your shoes. That way. It'll get you far. Tar. Dunno. Sometimes it's really hard. I don't know, yeah. Every time we stop for a day, the inertia to get started again, it's very hard. We could just, and the thing is, like, we're low on money, and like, we could just stop at a campsite and just sit there for 3 or 4 weeks and like eat pizza and watch movies and just be done, and then tell people that we ran out of money. I don't know. It's hard walking. It's a pity we took a couple of weeks of of rest. I mean, we still did some walking, but it was mostly just rest. And we're like, okay, we're gonna go to Clare. Clare's meant to be really amazing. And this walk is just all road. And just... I don't know. I just really wanted to get more than 15 trails done, you know? I don't know. Just a hard day. Should we go?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're sitting on somebody's like front wall. No more. So we're sitting on somebody's front wall, trying to decide if it's worth finishing this trail.
Worth finishing now.
Yeah,
Instead of coming back.
if it's worth doing it now. Or worth just going away.
So we're gonna flip a coin to see if we continue this trail today, tomorrow, the next day, or if we go into Ennis and get out to the Burren Way and do that instead, because it's probably better. We're both pretty 50-50 on it. Like, neither of us really want to continue this trail because it's been pretty crap, and we kind of don't, because we're running out of money and time, we don't want to prioritise not a great trail over potentially a better trail, you know? So we're going to flip a coin and we'll just see. I'm going to flip it 3 times. If the 2 comes up, we continue the trail, and if the glorious Imperial German Falcon comes up, we'll Eagle comes up, we'll go into Ennis 3 times. Well, best of 2, so best of 3, I should say. So, glorious German Imperial Falcon. 2. It's the tiebreaker. What did I say again? Which one goes where?
2
Eagle goes
continues.
into Ennis, right?
Yeah.
It's the 2. We continue. The coin fell on the ground. We're going home.
Yeah, okay.
You know what sucks is that even on nice bits like this, we've got like 50 meters of this or whatever. All I'm thinking about is when the road is going to start again. Like, they've really got the ratio wrong on this one, I think. Okay, we made it to a place called Lochburk, which is about halfway between Kilnamona and Connolly. That'll help tons, I'm sure. We walked, about nearly 20 kilometers today, I think. Not that much for us, but today was very warm, very warm. So we've been off-road 9 times on this trail, and we've been walking for 5 days. Is that right?
Yeah,
5 days?
I think so. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday.
5 days,
Tuesday.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So it is our 6th day on this trail. We've just counted. We've been off-road 9 times for the entire trail. The amount that we've walked off-road has been only 8 kilometers. And so far we've walked 114 kilometers. So less than 7, or around 7% of the trail has been off-road, which is a joke. Like, I really try not to be too negative on this, but like, what's the point of this trail? There's been some really nice bits, right? Like the Dromore Forest was super nice, and so was the hill fort outside of Mearachán, but like, other than that, like, there's no reason for this to be a walk. And I'm pretty fed up, and to be honest, I think we might drop it, come back another time and do the last 60 kilometers, because like, this is how angry I am, because I can't stomach another 53 kilometers of road at the moment. I just can't do it. I can't make my legs do that. I don't know. I don't want to abandon a trail. We did it before with the Mearachán Way, which we will go back and do. But that was actually to give it a better shot of, like, the Mearachán Way had diversions. That's why we stopped. We thought, okay, we'll give it a proper go. In this case, I want to stop because it's just been crap. I don't really think it's going to be that much better in the near future. We have, okay, in fairness, we've got what looks to be about 15 kilometers across a mountain, right? Like, coming up, which should be, which is probably going to be okay. But after that, we get down to a town called Lissycasey, and we walk on road the whole way from there to Clare Castle, which is another 30 or 40 kilometers. I don't want to do that. Like, I absolutely cannot recommend this trail. What you should do is cycle it if you like cycling, or just drive it, because there's nothing, you're not going to miss anything that you would like maybe see while you were walking. So, we'll see. But we do have chocolate cake for breakfast and coffee, so I mean, at least there's that.